As a community of God, we are rooted together in our shared history and anchored in our traditions. For the people of St. Joseph's Parish, our traditions of worship, education, and service have marked the history of our Catholic community for over 100 years. The seeds of Catholic life and prayer were sown across the prairie by traveling pioneers who celebrated Mass in Centerville at St. Genevieve Parish. Through the generosity of 12 original families, with names like Husnick, Golden, Lamott, and Floor, and with contributed land, the first St. Joseph's Church was constructed in 1888 in what was then known as Rice Lake. Father Joseph Guaffon served St. Joseph's as its first pastor. The first church lasted only 7 years, as it was destroyed in a severe windstorm in 1895. Father Guaffon, recognizing the needs of a growing parish, called on the community to build a larger, sturdier worship space. The response from the parish community was significant. Time, money, and materials were contributed by many of the same parishioners who had helped build the first church only 7 years before. St. Joseph's Parish and the surrounding area grew through the years and slowly added to their facilities and campus. A 1941 census revealed a parish of 120 households that were giving an average of $3 to $4 per week in the Sunday collections. This church served the parish well for more than 50 years, but not without adjustment and change. Parish membership tripled during the 1950s and created a need for a third Sunday Mass. Father James Cheka was a visionary and realized the parish would quickly outgrow its 130-seat church. He quietly began a savings fund for the future. Parish members discovered the $100,000 nest egg after Father Cheka left the parish in 1961. Father Don Schnitzius succeeded him as pastor, and the task of planning and building for the future was left in his hands. In August of 1962, ground was broken for the new building, with an estimated cost of $289,000. The all-in-one program was begun as a way to raise funds for the expansion. The 1963 Easter service was the first Mass celebrated in the new facility. Archbishop Binns blessed the building in June. However, it is important to note that our old worship space was never formally dedicated, because the space was always intended to be the school gymnasium. For the next 30 years, there were reasons why the ultimate dream of a new church remained unfulfilled. The priority in building our education facilities, the continuing large debt that remained from previous building projects, the adequacy of the gymnasium for use as a worship space based on population at the time, and the change in leadership to a single pastor, lay staff, and parishioner-directed community. In 1992, under the leadership of Father Ken Levan and Father John Fitzpatrick, a future planning committee drew on the competence of parish members who were committed to developing the most responsible plan to ensure the future of St. Joseph's. Their careful review of options led to parish-wide informational meetings and the ultimate decision to create what is now our new worship space and related facilities. An initial capital fundraising campaign was launched in the spring of 1995, and 70% of the parish community responded to the invitation to pledge financial resources toward the project. Ground was officially broken on a bright Sunday morning, April 28, 1996, for a new 1,400-seat worship space, including overflow seating, a large multi-purpose gathering area, office and reception areas, meeting rooms, restrooms, childcare area, a connecting corridor between the old and new facilities, a renovated social hall, a new full-service kitchen, and expanded parking. Our facilities are a tribute to the hard work and sacrifice of hundreds of members, volunteers, parish leaders, and those who labored using their talents. Today, our society places an ever-increasing emphasis on the individual person, helping people recognize their unique talents and gifts. Yet we are called to recognize the importance of community, that we need one another, that we are all one in Christ. Involving each of us as individuals and participants is the constant challenge we experience here at St. Joseph's. The worship of God is our first priority as a community of faith. It's how we participate in the very life of the church, together expressing our faith in the presence of others at weekday Mass or at weekend liturgies. Every week, over 1,500 children between the ages of preschool and high school attend faith formation instruction, bringing the message of Jesus Christ into focus. Fortunately, our parish has space to accommodate the continuing growth in our education, youth, and social programs. With the creation of our new facilities, St. Joseph's has heightened an already keen awareness among other Catholic communities who wish to emulate the sense of warmth and welcoming spirit found here. The hopes and dreams of over 100 years continues today, making our parish such a special place for those who call it home. St. Joseph's Parish is unique because each of us brings our own special qualities to the Lord's table, sharing with each other as one community of faith. There remains much to be done by all of us, but with the grace of God and your gifts of time, talent, and financial support, we will continue to succeed, just as the founders of our parish did before us. Today, the future belongs to each of us, and like those who have preceded us, we have many choices and opportunities to put our faith into action, and we must respond. Together, as members of this vibrant and dynamic Catholic community, we will continue to build our shared history while embracing the hope and promise of the new millennium. To accomplish great things, we must not only dream, but act, not only plan, but also believe.